Hello, friends and adventurers, and welcome back to Sally Cat Plays Blades of Exile. Some pretty serious stuff went down in Zaskiva over the last couple episodes. I wonder if I'll be able to get back across over the bridge, or if we're gonna have to sneak through the swamp. Much to their surprise, when they look at their lists, they find your names. With a dismissive jerk of his thumb, the lead Empire Dervish says, "Okay, you can pass." Okay, apparently they haven't heard about the recent events just yet. Good, good. I was just thinking I could get my stuff identified with the fence in muck, but I also have the identify spell. Whee! So I've got a scroll of shockwave, that's kind of cool. Speed potion, poison potion, medium energy, always useful. I will need to go in and sell some of this stuff. Ooh, a bunch of healing potions. Yeah, I still haven't decided who gets the ivory charm. I could say Chiana, since she slightly died recently, but I don't think that would protect against getting stoned, is the thing. It only offers physical protection. Energy potions go to Zan or maybe Crichton. Darko has kind of a lot of healing. The disappointing Wand of Flame. Or no, that wasn't the Wand of Flame I bought off the guy. This one I think I found in the chest in the rebel hideout on Zaskiva Island. Okay, I was right. The bronze knife is boring. Curing potions might have come in slightly handy in the sewers. Slightly. Remind me I have a basic necklace next time I face acid enemies. Okay. Okay, can't do that. I think Dexter was in here. There we go. Hey Dexter, buy my stuff that I don't want. What little there is of it. Honestly, the basic necklace is situational enough that I'm only mostly sure I want to keep it. The basic powder, on the other hand, is great, because I can pass that around as needed. Okay, so we've got a couple of options. I can go into rebel territory, because apparently they quite like me now. Or I can check in Willow and see what the Empire thinks of all this. And I still have the setting on that may show me messages multiple times if I re-enter an area after enough time. You sit and the voice returns. It sounds grim. Well, Stalker got us there. You were not the agents for blowing up Lord Volpe's mansion, but you unwittingly made it possible. Now Volpe is dead. There is only one silver lining in this incredible disaster. Now the Hill Runners will trust you for sure. Have they given you any orders? You say how you were told to contact Luna in Buzzard. Excellent. This is our chance. We will make them pay double for what they have done to us. Go there immediately, and be sure to report to us what they tell you to do. We may be getting close to reaching them. That is all. The room brightens. Okay, cool. So outside of Zaskiva, at least, the Empire does not currently hate us. Currently. Which means I can definitely go to Salathni and spend some of these skill points. Which is a little harder to do than usual because Garnet is trying to use my hand as a headrest. I kind of need both hands to play this game. Well, I need both hands. I need two hands to play it efficiently. I can do most of it with just the mouse. Okay, Aaron's Dex and archery could use a bit of work. Now for Dargo, should I improve your thrown missiles or should I improve your defense? The eternal question. Gian is doing pretty well, honestly. And Crichton, as a mage, can always use more intelligence, more spell points, and eventually another level of mage spells. Maybe next scenario. And he does do surprisingly well with his own thrown missiles, maybe because he's got better quality than what Dargo's carrying. And Zan is in much the same boat, can always use more intelligence, more spell points, more spell levels. I am barely using her bashing ability at all. And Rigel is slowly catching up with everybody. He gets a couple more points in alchemy because why not? And an extra mage lore because why not? And with all this walking around, Crichton has very nearly recovered all of the spell points I spent identifying. Well, I could follow the road here, but it ends abruptly. So I will follow the mountains instead. And instead of going straight to Buzzard, I'm going to investigate this area that I've neglected so far. You stand at the edge of the huge swath of cleared land the city of Fahl cleared out of this forest. You see stumps and trampled undergrowth for miles around. The trees cleared away to build the cities of Morrow's Isle. Even from here, you can see that all is not well in the city of Fahl. You see that 2 massive holes have been torn into its walls, and nobody is moving around the town. Whoa. There is some thick forest indeed around here. With all their heads, hydras have the keenest sense of smell of any creature in these woods. Thus, these hydras knew you were coming from a mile away. They moved to greet you. Oh joy. But they're only regular hydras, not, acid-spitting ones. So we'll wait for them to come in closer range. Ooh, I could summon a Searing Hydra, or I could summon a Quick Ghast for much cheaper. In fact, I could summon 2 Quick Ghasts. Hehehehehehe. And curse you all. And soften you up a little bit more. Quick Ghasts work so fast the game doesn't even register it. Wow. Holy crap, that damage. And if the Hydras lived long enough, they would be slowed from that. Do I feel like carrying around random shields? Apparently I do. After a bit of searching, you find the Hydra's nest. There's a number of gold coins, rusted weapons, and a freshly killed deer. In addition, you find a strange blade. It's razor sharp, made of good metal, and curved in a strange wavy pattern. How the heck did a wave blade end up here? How can I get in there? I want to, but I don't know how. From the other side of the river somehow? Hang on. Wait. A flight spell does exist. But it's level 6, so I'm probably not going to find it for sale on this scenario. Darn it. Just filling out more map. And then indulging my curiosity. Or maybe not, because it's such a pain in the butt to get to. You enter the ruins of the city of Fahl. In your years of adventuring, you've never seen destruction as stunning and lethal as this. The northwest and northeast corners of the city have been completely caved in. 100 giants could not have destroyed the walls more thoroughly. It was not blows that stove in the walls, however, but fire. Somehow, a fiery explosion shattered this town's defenses, and the flames greedily spread to other areas of the town. Its northern walls destroyed almost beyond repair. The Empire had no choice but to abandon the city before the rebels attacked. That the Hill Runners are capable of doing this, of wrecking devastation of this magnitude, is truly alarming. The Empire has done a good job of keeping this quiet, and you can see why. What is equally disconcerting is that, as far as you can tell, this was nothing but a peaceful logging village. Why would the rebels, supposedly concerned with the lot of the people, target this place? Was its only crime being too close to rebel territory? Well, now it's infested with bears. kind of a lot of bears. It always makes me laugh when Crichton gets a kill from throwing weapons. Quick Cast did not move in to attack that one. Kill for Rigel. And nothing but rocks in this corner. Many, many rocks. Well, the southern walls of Fahl seem in much better condition. If a little bit untended for a while. Okay, there is a special dot here. As you pick through the rubble here, you notice you're seeing a lot of broken weapons and scraps of armor. Several of the scraps of armor have Empire soldier insignia on them. It looks like there was a medium to large-sized Empire garrison here. It's gone now, replaced by mounds of shattered stone. Well, that would explain why it was the target of a rebel attack. Caladric's jewelry has apparently been thoroughly looted. Brews of Power, fine potions, closed for business. Even without the, entire town being abandoned. I'm glad I have some extra piercing crystals. Oh, why is there a wolf behind a barrier? Oh, I see. I didn't actually need to dispel that particular barrier. I could have just come in through the back. Wait. Guardian? Where the heck is a guardian? There the heck is the guardian. I guess at least one of these barriers must be fire instead of force, and the guardian just walked through it. Also, why do I always default to Flame spell instead of Ice Bolt when I want a single target spell? I guess because Flame also does decent enough damage and costs less. And for Rigel, it is basically the only option. Maybe I should get him level 4 mage spells. Though I think I talked once about getting him some priest spells instead. Either way. Okay, that's a zappy barrier. With mystery potions. And even more mystery potions. And Crichton's backpack is now full. I would say I don't trust the opened door, but the opened wall seems to be more of an issue. What remains of a barracks, I guess. A lovely little city park. Tools of the trade, fine adventuring supplies. Because of course that's something that you need in a logging village. And we've got your standard adventuring poison and lockpicks. Probably not worth much, but I'll take them anyway. An entirely closed-off chamber. Interesting. Here, Dargo. Smash this wall in. Ooh, necklace. Okay, the chest was in fact the only thing of interest there. Inn of the Fallen Trees. I imagine most of their furniture was made very locally indeed. Also, hi, you're here, with the door open, in a town that only has bears and wolves for company. You meet the proprietor of Fahl's only surviving business, the Inn of the Fallen Trees. He seems to be keeping busy by cleaning up the dust that drifts in from the ruins of the town. Ah, customers, welcome. I am Sunday. He looks out the window at the burned building across the street, and sighs. Oh, I just cope with the difficulties I face and provide what meager services I still can. Well, Fahl has been destroyed, as you have no doubt seen. I should have left, but I wanted to keep my inn safe from the animals. The rebels haven't bothered me. After the town was abandoned, the animals moved in. Bears and wolves, mostly. Fortunately, I have Caroline to scare them away, and they keep off looters. Where there's a body, there's maggots. Some valuable stuff got left behind. The owner of the alchemy shop in the northwest corner, for example, couldn't get all the potions away. Hee hee. The bears up there keep the goods safe, though, thank goodness. Yeah, about that. Also, Caroline, have you named your favorite sword? My daughter and guardian. Couldn't do without her. Oh, okay. I can give you a good meal for 5 gold. No booze left, but I have a nice room for the bargain rate of 6 gold. He cooks you up a large, hearty meal of wild turkey with all the trimmings. Nice. He even lets you have a healthy pile of leftovers to take with you. Aw, yay. And I could use a little healing. You pay the 6 gold and are shown to the finest room in the hotel. It's chilly and slightly creepy, but the bed is very comfortable. And the next morning, Sunday serves you breakfast. Wow, talk about good service. Also, hello? Oh, Caroline, hi. Caroline's having a nap. You meet a beautiful young woman with sharp eyes and a finely polished yew longbow. She paces back and forth through the inn's common room, watching out the windows for wild animals. Welcome to our inn, strangers. I'm Caroline. I helped my father by guarding this inn. It was a lucky break, getting my captain to station me here. I'm supposed to be out on patrol, hunting hill runners. Fortunately, I was able to convince my captain that I would be of more use hiding here and watching for them. Curse the hill runners for what they did to Fahl. They haven't come back here yet, but they've done us plenty of harm already. Have you seen the North Wall? One day we were a peaceful village, minding our own business. Then, in a moment, massive explosions shattered the walls. The next day, the raid started. Without walls, the defense was hopeless, so Fahl was abandoned. We still don't know what sort of explosive spell the rebels have created. Quite a powerful one. Imagine that. Somehow the rebels have created a way to make fireballs that even shatter walls and buildings. Now, granted, Fahl's walls were wooden and weak, but what if the spell became stronger? What would happen then? Why, I'd say they could level a whole mansion made of stone. Ha 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 ha. Also, just for grins and giggles, because she is an Empire archer, can I capture Soul You? Resists. Aw. Maybe I could cast a few curse spells on her without actually making her mad. Okay, so that was Fahl. And honestly, from what little I remembered and remember from reading other playthroughs, I thought the rebels did more damage to Fahl, but really they just took out the North Wall, which, admittedly, pretty bad, and took out an surprisingly large Empire garrison. The Empire then fell back, and I imagine it encouraged all of the citizens to leave. After an hour of searching, you find at the gate, grim, scarred veterans let you through immediately, giving you only mild disapproving looks. You enter the lands of the Hill Runners for the first time. That reminds me, I wanted to ask the innkeeper about the Hill Runners, and I didn't. So I asked you about the animals and the looters, but I didn't ask about the rebels. He spits. Damn the Hill Runners! Damn them all to hell! Look what they've done to this beautiful city. Almost 100 people died when Fahl was destroyed, and the rest had to flee their homes. One day this city will be rebuilt and the people can return. Hopefully then the rebels won't come and wipe us out again. Hopefully indeed. So yeah, no love for the rebels here. Rebels seem to have some small farming set up. Another gate. You are surprised to find what looks like a platoon of Empire soldiers here, guarding a gate. Looking closer, you see that some are Empire defectors, and others are rebels in stolen Empire armor, with insignia removed. Unfortunately, when you reach the gate, the guards tell you that you aren't allowed to pass. You have to turn back. Must not have the security clearance for that one. This is a surprisingly large mountain setup. You reach another gate manned by hill runners. The guards here, however, aren't as friendly as at the earlier gate. While they're friendly and sociable, they make it clear that you aren't allowed to pass. Some secrets are yet to be revealed, including the city of Buzzard, which I will show off in the next episode. Until then, have a good one and take care, everybody.